We had just finished pretty tumultuous times in our countries in the 60s. Being wet behind the ears, we were wide-eyed but not really sure of ourselves. And in the middle of all this uncertainty, one man seemed to stand out in our class, and that was John Carroll. The first time I really remember seeing John in action, it was actually the spring of our freshman year with the moot court competition. And we as a school gathered, and John represented one of the sides and had made it to the final round in our law school competition. And John stood up, and when he spoke with such certainty and conviction and clarity and intellect that it just stood out.
I can remember when Judge Carroll called me and told me he was going to apply to be the dean of the school. I was very excited about that fact because by reputation, not only is he smart, he has a wonderful temperament, he gets along well with all sorts of people. He's a man of integrity.
We thought John brought a particularly unique set of qualifications and characteristics. And as we looked at the available candidates, and there were many, John stood out almost from the beginning.
One of the things that I found unique about him was that he served in, I think, well over 50 bombing missions in North Vietnam and in Vietnam during that war. And so not only did that give him a level of maturity among our class, but I think it helped him in a competitive way too. He loved to play basketball and tennis and was quite skilled.
I remember after my first year, I was at home and just gushing about how great Cumberland School of Law was. And my family said that I sounded like a paid advertisement. And I think in a sense that's because of his passion and commitment. I think it trickles down to us.
He's definitely very passionate about his students. Always wants to know how you're doing. He has that open door policy, which I have several friends that are in law school at different places, and the dean of the school is definitely not that accessible. I always have evidence questions for him. I'm not sure if that bothers him, Dean Carroll. If it bothers you, I'm so sorry. But like I said, just that open door policy and always feeling like, you know, if you need something, if you need advice, if you need help on a question, or if you need to be pointed in the right direction, even looking for a job or anything like that, I really feel like he definitely reaches out to his students.
John has exceeded our expectations in every respect. First, he has brought the law school more into the university community. He's done a great job of making the law school feel a part of the university and the university feel a part of the law school. John has increased the standards for the school, both in terms of the qualifications of the entering freshman class. He's reduced the numbers in a class that enables every student to benefit from a greater focus on the part of the faculty.
I'm from Texas, so coming to Alabama, being in a different environment, I wasn't exactly sure what I was getting myself into, but he definitely does his best to make all the students, especially the ones from out of state, feel really comfortable about where they are.
I feel like as a professor, he really takes the time to get to know us, and he really cares about us on a personal level, but also academically doing well. I'm always impressed in the hall. He can say, hey, you know, Rosemary, or hey, Mrs. Alexander. He always knows my name. And even last semester, I had a parent battling cancer, and I thought it was really impressive when he pulled me aside and asked me how he was doing and how the progress was, and he just showed interest in something that was a big deal going on in my life. I thought that was extremely special.
I think any institution of higher learning is as good as the faculty you have. And when I see the quality of the faculty that Judge Carroll has been able to recruit to this law school, I can't help but get excited about it. I mean, he is bringing professors in here from all over the country. It's a very diverse group, and I really wish I could go back to law school and try again.
There's not a law firm in Birmingham, probably not a significant law firm in this state and indeed in this region, which is not populated with recent Cumberland graduates.
John Carroll continues to be an outstanding athlete, even though he is now in his 60s. And I say that because John is a very accomplished triathlete. And I think John has a standing offer to the law students that anyone who can beat him in a 5K race, John will treat to dinner. So I dare say there are any, or certainly there are few, law students who could even compete with John in a triathlon.
My first year of law school, I was actually training for a half marathon in Miami. It was a group of college girlfriends. We picked a destination half every year, and it happened to be Miami that year. And right about that time, Judge Carroll challenged us to a 5K race. And whoever beat him, he would take out to dinner, which is really sweet. So of course, I thought, I've got this in the bag. And he totally beat me. I didn't get to go to dinner. But I was so impressed that, you know, he can run like lightning. It's just fast as can be.
I have to say I'm just delighted when I see what he's done here. I can't believe he's been dean 10 years, but I think this school has moved forward. I feel good about the future of this law school, and I really give the credit to John Carroll.
John is trustworthy, both from a personal integrity standpoint and from his intellect.
I feel really blessed to have him as a dean. I think that, you know, he guides the school in a way that has made my education more valuable, but also as somebody that's about to graduate, it makes me look forward to and exciting to being a part of Cumberland in the future.